Hello, my name is Lisa Funk. I am the creator of the Creative Lettering Journal, and I'm really excited to talk to you today about the materials that you might need or want in order to use your new lettering book. I'm really excited for you to get started, and the good news is that all you really need is the book and a marker. There are a couple other things that are helpful that I'm going to tell you about, but in order to get started, the book is amazing and the marker will be great. You gotta have something, right? Some type of marker to get started. So if you bought the bundle, then you would have gotten these markers, the Faber-Castell Duo Tip markers, which are great. They have 2 colors per marker and they just have a lot of colors, a lot of options. They're a lot of fun. If you didn't get these, don't worry. You can grab any Crayolas. I don't have the Crayolas actually in the box, but they look like this, the Supertips, Crayola Supertips markers. And these are very similar marker where you can do the lettering and also come back in to add that thick stroke for the faux calligraphy look. So again, they're very similar. I love the ease of these because there's 2 colors to each one, but you probably have some of these Crayola Supertips around. If you've got kids, or even if you don't, if you just love fun markers like I do, you probably have some of these around, or if you don't, these are easy to grab at Target or Walmart as well. So that's step 1, markers, because you've got the book, or the book is on its way, and you just want to make sure you've got some markers to use with it. The next thing that I highly recommend is some tracing paper. So I'm very partial to our tracing paper because it's very high quality. If you look at other tracing paper, there's a lot of like fiber to it, and our tracing paper, let's just pull out a sheet here so I can show you how amazing it is. It's like vellum. It's so smooth. It's so nice to your markers, and it's really awesome to use. So what I do is I open up to whichever page I'm going to use, and I take a little paper clip. Hopefully you have one of these around, and I clip it on, and then I can go ahead and grab my markers, either the Faber-Castell or the Crayolas. If you happen to have another kind of similar marker or pen, that will work too. The important thing is to just get started. The tracing paper is awesome because you can use it over and over again. You get so much more use out of the book than just one time. If you do want to write straight in the book, this paper is thick, it's smooth, it will be nice to your pens, it will create beautiful smooth lettering. But having the tracing paper, whether you get ours or just somewhere else at a craft store or a hobby store, it's so great because it really gives you the opportunity to practice over and over again and again. It's really nice and smooth. So that is what you're going to want for sure to get started, at least the markers, but I really highly recommend the tracing paper because it just brings the life of your books, makes the life of your book so much longer. And then after you get that going and you start practicing, you might want to try lettering on regular paper. Not regular paper, but blank paper is what I meant to say. You don't really want to use regular paper. If you just grab what's probably already in your printer right now or from just a pack of paper from the store, it's really rough and it's harder to get smooth lettering, smooth strokes. And so we have, dun, 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 this is lettering paper. This is our blank pad. So if you just want it to be blank, this is really nice and smooth. It's the same paper that's in your book. So if you try lettering on this and you love it, you're gonna love this because it's the same awesome paper. Nice and thick, doesn't bleed through easily, really smooth and nice to your brush or to your markers. Or if you're using brush pens, it's nice on your brush pens too. If you haven't tried the brush pens, you'll get there next. The other thing is dot paper. I love using a dot grid lettering pad when I'm doing my lettering as well. It kind of gives me some loose guidelines for keeping a little bit of a straight line. If you've ever tried without, sometimes your lettering ends up kind of slanting. So I like having this to practice on. And again, it's that same really thick, nice, smooth paper. And I think that you will love that. And then when you are ready for, I've got all these goodies behind me. When you're ready to create like your final, like a final design or a card or a print or something that you want to give someone, we have this amazing cardstock too. So it's really super thick. I wish you could see really how thick it is, and smooth, and all of these papers we carry in the shop just to make it easy for you to get all of the lettering goodness that you want, because I'm just telling you, you're probably gonna get addicted. It's so fun. So to recap, for starters, just make sure you've got your book and a marker. If you want to take it up a notch, add in the tracing paper so that you can use those, practice on those pages over and over again. And then if you're wanting other really nice paper to practice on, you can check out our blank pad, the dot pad, and then of course some really nice lettering cardstock. So I hope that helps you. We were going to put the links for everything in this email so you can easily click on all of those links and get any other supplies you might want in the future. But again, you can always head to the store and grab some markers, because I want you to get started as soon as possible. Can't wait for you to get started.